You've built the RAG application, you've built the AI agent, the demo works. But when someone asks us, can this be trusted in production? Something inside you hesitates, and that hesitation is not weakness, it's your engineering mind noticing that something is missing. Here's the tension that I want to name. The project works, but it doesn't create the full confidence. The answer looks good, but the path the system took to actually get there is invisible. The demo is going to impress everyone, but production is going to ask for proof. And without that proof, the project will remain as a learning exercise instead of becoming the career evidence. You may know all the tools, RAG, agents, LangGraph, evals, LLM as a judge, and still not know how to prove the thing is reliable. If that's where you are, this video is going to explain exactly why. Not with more tools, but with clear structure. Let's be honest about what you actually have versus what is missing. What you have is a system that behaves nicely in a demo, a RAG application that's going to answer, an agent that will complete a task. Now that's real and it's not nothing. What's missing is a way to prove that your system is reliable, your system is grounded, safe, and observable. It's not a feeling that it works, it's an evidence that it works. And that gap is the source of unease that you're not you're not confident about deploying. See, you're not anxious about because you're, let's say, behind. You're uneasy as an engineer because you can sense the difference between it ran and I can stand behind this. That instinct is correct. The rest of this video is about what it's pointing at. Now, let me make this why this matters in a concrete manner because it's not academic. A project that only works in a demo may never become a career asset. In an interview, if you can't prove reliability, you can't defend the system. And a sharp interviewer will find this soft spot in the matter of minutes. If you can't explain the failure mode, you sound like someone who followed a tutorial, even if you have built the whole thing yourself. And if you only test the final answer, you may be completely missing where the system is actually weak. Now, this is the part that stings a little. So I'll say it plainly and kindly. Your AI project may work, but it may still not create the trust. A demo will prove that it followed the step or you followed the steps. Testing proves that you understand the system. This is why you may be learning every single day and still not feeling ready. It's not the amount that you're learning, it's what is being tested. So let's look at the actual difference in the questions being asked. A tutorial learner is going to ask only one question. Did my answer look good? A production engineer is going to ask a different set entirely. Did the retrieval fetch the right context? Was the answer grounded in the context? Did the agent choose the right tool? Was the workflow stable across the step? Was my action safe? Can I trace the path that it took? And what happens when something fails? Same project, completely different depth of inspection. The distance between these two columns that you're seeing is the exact distance that you feel between it works and I trust it. So here's the line that I want you to hold on to. You don't become confident by testing it with more prompt. You become confident by testing the system. Now, the important part, why this is happening to you. Now, this is not a talent problem. You're clearly capable. You build the thing. It's not even an effort problem. You're already learning daily. It's the structure problem. Most learners are testing the final answer, but the production engineers is going to test the full system. And nobody handed you the structure for the second one. So you've been doing the first one really well and wondering why it doesn't feel like enough. The good news is that this is fixable. Once you learn how those production AI systems are actually evaluated, the confusion starts to drop away. You don't need more scattered eval terms, which is collected from 10 different or 20 different videos. You need a testing structure because once you see the system in layers, you stop guessing and you start diagnosing. Now, let me give you the lens. I call it the AI system evaluation stack. 8 layers. Layer number one, we call it as the input quality. Layer two, retrieval quality. Layer three, context quality. Layer four, response quality. And then it goes deeper. Layer five, grounding and faithfulness. Layer six, tool and action quality. Layer seven, workflow quality. Layer eight, operational quality, that is latency, cost, drift, recovery. Here's what I want you to notice. Most learners stop at the layer number four, response quality. The answer looked good, so they call it tested, but the production readiness lives in the layers below that line. In this video, I'm going to show you the first few layers clearly because honestly, they are enough to reveal why most AI projects still don't feel production ready. The deeper layers are where the real work actually is. So let's walk through these top four quickly. See, at a diagnostic level, input quality. That means did the system actually understand the request correctly, or did it answer a slightly different question? Retrieval quality. Did it fetch the right information? Context quality. Did it assemble that information into a useful context, or did it just dump the chunks? Response quality. Did the final answer look correct? See, these four matter. But here's the trap. Even if this all the four look fine, production risk may still be hiding in grounding, in tool action, in workflow path, in latency and cost, in safety and in failure recovery. A system can pass these visible layers and fail the invisible ones. And that's the whole reason that it can look done, but still not feel done. The deeper the system, the deeper the evaluation stack has to go. Now let me show you what this looks like in practice with RAG. So one example, a RAG system is going to answer the policy question and the answer would be correct. A beginner, what he or she is going to do is he's going to stop there. The answer is correct, done. A senior engineer doesn't stop. They ask, was the right policy document actually retrieved? Was it the latest version? Did the metadata filtering work? Did the model actually use the retrieved context or did it answer from memory? Are the citations correct? And critically, would the system say, I don't know if the context were missing? Or would it confidently make something up? Notice I'm not giving you the implementation here. I'm here to give you the diagnostic because the point is this. RAG evaluation is not just the answer evaluation, it's the retrieval plus grounding plus response. A right answer from the wrong or outdated document is a failure wearing the costume of success. Now, let me take one more example, an agent example. An AI agent is going to complete the support task, that is the customer support task. A beginner will say as the agent solved it, done. A senior engineer is going to ask about the path. Did it actually choose the right tool? Did it pass the right arguments? Did it avoid the unsafe action? Was the approval needed before it acted? Can we trace the path it took? And what happens if the API that it actually depends on fails? See, this is what the diagnostic would look like. Now, the implementation is how you would actually capture this and score that path. Now, that itself is another discipline. But I want you to remember this principle over here, guys. You do not evaluate an agent by simply looking into the final output. You're going to evaluate the path it took because a solved task reached through an unsafe or untraceable path is not something that you can put in the production. So, let's take a step back, guys, and see the common flaw in both the examples. If you only evaluate the final answer, you may miss the wrong retrieval, unsupported claim, wrong citation, unsafe tool calls, unstable workflow path, hidden latency and cost problem that will show up only at scale. All of that can sit underneath an answer that looks perfectly fine. Here's the line that captures it. If you only evaluate the answer, you're testing the last visible symptom, not the cause, not the system, the symptom. And a system that you can only inspect at the symptom level is a system you can never quite trust, which is exactly the feeling that we started with. Now, I want to be honest with you about where this video can and can't take you. You now see the gap. You understand the output only testing that's going to miss the system. And the real evaluation runs much deeper. The clarity is genuine progress that you now have. So most engineers will never get this far, but understanding the idea is not same as implementing it. So to actually do this, you still gonna need the machinery, the eval data set, rubrics, trace inspection, concrete log eval checks, the agent workflow test, safety scenario, latency and cost gate, drift check, production readiness scorecard. So this is exactly where most learners get stuck. They understand the concept, but they don't have the scenarios or the review structure to apply it. A single video can show you the gap. It cannot replace a guided testing system. If you're feeling a little discomfort right now, that's useful. That will show that your path is just incomplete. It's not wrong. So this is exactly why we are running this testing agentic AI system, because a lot of people are learning how to build these rack pipeline and agent, but very few are learning how to test whether those systems are grounded, safe, reliable, and observable, and more importantly, production ready. It's live session, 2 hours each, 4 live session, 8 hours in total, starting on June 18th. We go through RAG evals, agent workflow testing, safety, grounding, latency, drift, production readiness, and you walk out with the part that needs guided practice. More than that, you'll also gonna get the checklist, rubrics, and eval blueprints that you can actually apply. Now, once the live cohort is completed, it will also be converted into a self-paced course, which will ensure that you're gonna still get the lifetime updates even if you join in future as well. But more importantly, so what you're seeing right now is the pre-release price. If you're thinking and if you're serious about testing the agentic AI system, this is a right opportunity to get the same. Now, let me be clear about who is this for. This for serious engineers who already understand the basics and want to go deeper into the evaluation reliability. It's not a beginner prompt engineering class. It's for the people who want to test the agentic AI systems like the engineers. The video can give you the clarity. The accelerator is the one that will give you the structure. You don't need another random eval tutorial. You need a guided way to evaluate the RAG, agents, and LLM apps layer by layer. All right, guys. So I hope you are now clear. So a quick word on how this fits in a bigger path. If you want the complete build path from RAG to agents to deployment style thinking, then the Agentic AI Enterprise Bootcamp is the main route. But if your immediate gap is testing, evaluation, production readiness, if that's keeping you from confidence, then the testing Agentic AI systems is the focus next step. Same direction, different entry point. Start from where your actual gap is. So here's the ask. If this video made you realize that your AI system is still not being tested like a real production system, don't try to fix that with another random tutorial. Reserve your seat for testing agentic AI system from the link below. This for the engineers who no longer wants to say my agent works, but want to say as I can prove that it works and where it fails and whether it's ready. All right, guys. So system ship, demos don't. I'll see you in the next one.